Kia ora guys, it's Ali here from Arty Ali, and today I'm going to do a quick flip through of Nice Little Town 4 by the colouring book artist Tanya Bogomar Stolova. I think that's how you pronounce her name. If not, my deepest apologies, and if anybody does know how to say it, yeah, let me know in the comments. I've had this book for quite some time, definitely since around 2020, 2020 probably, and I haven't really touched it. What I have done is I've printed out a few of the pages, like I photocopied them and put them onto nicer paper, because the paper in this book is really quite thin. I think it's Amazon paper, and it's very difficult to get a really decent tooth on it. And so what I've done in the past is I've tended to print out the pages and colour them. But in 2020 I really wasn't very good with my colour choices. I wasn't very good with pencils. I had some Prismacolor pencils. I think I had the very thins were my first ones, and I just kind of did whatever with them, and it didn't really matter. And then obviously during 2020 COVID, I had a reasonable amount of time, and I started to really watch a lot of tutorials and get into things. But I did notice that there's not so many tutorials on Nice Little Town. On Pinterest you can find quite a few coloured pages, and that's really good for inspiration, but not so many colour alongs or tutorials. So I thought today I'd just give you a little flip through, particularly because I've managed to do another tackle the title page. Whoop whoop. So I'm feeling quite pleased with myself for just getting on to those. It's only the 3rd of March currently, and yeah, I am cracking down on these, so I think I'll have quite a few completed pages by the end of the month, albeit title pages. So I'm going to do this page as well for tackle the title page, and I might do that at the end of this video. So yeah, so Tatiana is a painter, and she's got lots of books on the market. Every time she starts a new project, she thinks about how to make her book more interesting, and she can't do that without us. So we need to give her feedback. Communication is very important for the creative process. With your feedbacks, you give me new ideas and inspiration for new books that become better and more interesting. So it's really nice to kind of see that she's up for listening to what we have to say. I do like this book. Yeah, definitely do like this book. But I wish I had more of her books, but I do only have this one. So I coloured this one before. I actually thought I had coloured this on video, but it turns out that I'd forgot to press play. So it's now coloured in. What I used I used my Crayola quite chunky tips, Colours of the World. So that was, and I used light medium almond, deep almond and extra deep almond for the wooden sign. Then I came in and I used some Crayola pencils, again Colours of the World. So this was deep golden, and I also had the extra deep almond, and I blended that's what I used for the centre here, and I blended that out by using my white polychromos. So I have a spare one of these, and then I went in with just a pretty standard cheapy brush tip for the grass, and went over with Crayola olive. And because that did not quite give me what I wanted, I also went back over with my Statler jewel tip to just kind of give me the colour I want. And the stones, I used 30% French grey from my Prismacolor set. So variety of pencils, variety of mediums, all on the one page. What I will say is you have to be quite careful. I like that it is black on the other side, because it does save, like you can see that there would have been some significant bleed through onto the other page. So I do like that it is single-sided, and that you do have a black page to kind of help catch anything. I also put quite a thick piece of card. This is one of the ones I've printed out behind it, because look, you can see my pressure lines here. Well, I don't know if you can on camera, but I can definitely see my pressure lines. And but by putting a piece of paper behind it, it really helps me to avoid ruining the page. Well, this is the only page I've done in the book, and I haven't even finished it because I need to come in and I need to do the little welcome mat and obviously the steps. But for me, it's pretty close to finished. This would have been done in 2020, and I think it will have been done with cheapy pencils, to be fair. No, actually it feels more like maybe it was Prismas, because I've managed to kind of get a bit of burnishing done. But yeah, what I like about these illustrations is that they are semi-grayscale. They give you a hint about where the shadows would be, and that can really help. Even if you don't change your pencil color or your pen color, you do get a sense of where the light is falling and how to create some depth. So for me, if I'm coloring stairs in another book, I might come back and look at these and think, oh yeah, that's where I need to put some shading or some darker colors to help create that more that more 3D effect, make it not quite so flat on the page. Although I am the queen of loving a flat colouring, because it's very relaxing. It means you don't have to think too much, you don't have to try too hard. You can just really enjoy that process and lose yourself in the process. I really like this page. I like the apples here, and then somehow she's minced them or mashed them up here, and then here's a pie dish. So she's obviously going up to make her pie. This is a cute page. I've put a bookmark in this page because I've decided that I'd like to see if I can get around to colouring this page this month. 1st of March in New Zealand is the first day of autumn, and it has turned quite cold, quite wintry almost, not even autumnal. It's gone to winter straight away. But I like these preserves, I like the cheeses. These are obviously peas from the pea pod, some blueberries down here. And I just thought, yeah, that would be such a cool page to colour. So I'm going to attempt to get that done for March. There are quite a lot of landscape pages. This is another one, although I'm not really good with interiors. I don't know, I struggle to see, you know, what colour you could do kitchen benches. I struggle to think about your cupboards, because so many kitchens are white, or they're wooden. So that always presents me with a bit of a problem. This is another super cool house. I love that there's a little owl in the window here. I do like owls. I have a couple of sparkly owls that my best friend got me, this one and this one. I love their purple eyes, I love their glitteriness. But yeah, I do like owls. The cat also likes the owls. Let me put them back there. This is cute, the cobblers, or the shoe store. I'm not sure if he's a cobbler actually, or whether it's just a shoe store, because it looks like he's just selling new shoes, right? So maybe it's just a shoe store. Another one. I've done this one, printed this one out and done this one a couple of times in different colours. I've done day and night, and I've also done like the Wicked theme, so pink and green, and that was really fun to do. Not too much detail on these, so it didn't take that long, you know. By the time you've done this big roof, not too much background as well. That's the other nice thing. There's a very nicely defined background. It's ever so slightly just kind of grayed in there, so you can kind of put some washi tape around here and you're good to go. I like this one, the interior. I don't know whether it's a fabric shop or whether it's just his craft room and he's very busy, or she's very busy, you know, cutting fabric. I do think that's such a cool thing. There's a little bit of detail, particularly on these patterns here and on these here, but not an overwhelming amount. Another portrait, landscape. He's painting his house. I think that's super cute. I like the plant life. I like that you get the opportunity to try some metal, as well as, you know, other little textures. And again, this shading really helps. This is a nice cute page. Fishing in a jam jar, although not too sure what these are, but thankfully they appear to be intelligent enough to avoid the hook, which he hasn't even got any bait on. So, you know, no piece of cheese, no bread, you know, nothing that's going to make them want to go there anyway. I love this teapot house. It's a broken teapot, or is it only broken so that we can look inside? But I do love this. I think the cherries hanging up are super cute. You know, this is a lovely little interior, although as we've said, not that good with my interiors. I like this page because I feel like this page connects to the other one, because this is the same pattern that was on our teacup, our broken teapot, and now we've got the teacup half buried in the ground. I like this one. This one's another one, a favorite of mine. I love these flowers. I see these flowers in so many different colors. Like, I'd like to do them yellow and orange and red, but I'd also like to do them in purples and pinks, and I'd like to swap the house. So if I did these yellows and reds, do this pink purple. If I did this purple, do this yellows and reds. No, did I just say that? I probably just said that, but you know what I mean. Swap them around, which is another reason why I really like this book, because it's a good A4 size, and it means that you can photocopy them nicely or scan them nicely and get the opportunity to colour them more than once. Although now that I have more colour in books, I am less likely to colour a picture twice, because there's just not enough hours in the day, right? There's so many books and so many good artists and so many pages I want to get to. We have this one, which is the Juice Shop. Really cute Juice Shop. This apple here. I love her dress. Love her dress. Love the teapot. Love the little extra details that you get. This is nice. Must be washing day. This must be your water tank. So you get the opportunity to practice with a bit of metal. There's another pipe here down. Do like that this is a motif that is repeated quite a lot. Another toadstool house. This is quite cute. Although struggle to understand some of what's going on here in the, I suppose because of the interior and the exterior shots. So is it the pizza parlor? Is this like a pizza bench? It could be, I suppose. If you go to Domino's or Pizza Hut, yeah, they have those kind of boothy things, don't they? But there's no table, so maybe not. This is much more Zen doodly. I notice as we go through the book, there's a lot more patterns appearing, a lot more kind of, yeah, a lot more Zen doodle or Zentangle things. This one especially reminds me of Zentangle. I quite like this one. This is very higgledy-piggledy, but lots of, like, oh, it's in a tree. There you go. Look, it's a tree house. That's quite nice. Great one for Halloween, but again, you've got all of these Zentangle patterns. I'm not sure what this one's called. Shadrach, something like that. Don't quote me on it though. I didn't need to go and look it up again. But yeah, a lot more going on in that page. And now we go to a few that are landscape. The oh, what do we call it? The observatory with the telescope. I think that's pretty cool. Very tiny details on this page that would make it quite hard to colour with, you know, you probably have to come in with your fine liners or really sharp pencils. So you'd want your pencils to hold their sharpness, their point. This one's another very detailed one. Lots of florals in here. Again, really nice florals. I do like floral pages. Definitely like floral pages. This is a super busy scene. What a spectacular way to draw a tree, right? Love the details and the patterns in that tree, if it's a tree. This is obviously some kind of watermill. This must be the cafe or the tavern. Yeah, it's really cool. Cool page. A really nice winter page. I haven't looked at this book for quite some time, and I'd forgotten all of the different pictures and elements that were in it, and I wish I had seen this one during the winter, even though for New Zealand winter is summer. Yeah, it's our summer when it's your winter, so Christmas is not not like this at all. It's beaches and barbecues. But I still would have liked to have coloured that in winter. And that's the end of the actual nice little town. But we do get to see a few of her other illustrations from some of her other books. So this one looks like it's all patterns. Mouse Peep's House. The Halloween book. Cute girls, very Zentangle inspired, I think. Then obviously Nice Town, and then Nice Town 2 and Nice Town 3. I don't think I would like Nice Town 3 if all of the pictures are like this, because it's too grayscale for me. I like that 4 is not too bad. This one maybe had no grayscale. I mean, I don't know because I've only got the one book. But I wonder whether, you know, again, there's some hatching on this one. Then maybe she did nothing there, and maybe this went too much, and now in Nice Town 4 she's gone for that semi-grayscale. You've got Nice Little Town Christmas, Nice Little Town Easter. This is a book I think I would like to get. I think I would really like to have a book that's kind of dedicated to Easter, and to see, you know, to have all of those Easter scenes. I love these bread rings, what would we call them? Garlands. They're quite nice. Magic Mask probably wouldn't be a book I would be interested in, or Great Lions. Steampunk, I like this owl, but I don't know that I'm really into steampunk. And then Steampunk Volume 2. Maybe I just don't like colouring metal enough, or that's what I always imagine it to be. And then obviously she did Steampunk 3. So it was popular and people did like it. You've got Awesome Animals, nice little dragons. They look cute, don't they? What's this? It's like a cross between a koala bear and a ram and a caterpillar. For Valentine with Love. And yep, just stress relieving designs. You can see I was playing around with some textures here. So yeah, so that's Nice Little Town by Tanya Buchanma or Stolova. And this is number 4. She's got a whole series of them. I think, I'm not sure, are we up to 11 now? Maybe we're up to Nice Little Town 11 or 12. So that's pretty good. And yeah, I'm going to do this for tackle the title page. I've already done this one for tackle my title page, so I do feel quite proud that this one at least is done. And if I get time, I'm going to tackle this one, which I'm going to call Harvest Store. Yeah, so do you have any of the Nice Little Town books? Have you coloured in them? Have you not coloured in them? Are you joining in with the hashtag Tackle the Title Pages, which has been set up by Jess at Colouring Bumblebee? Yeah, let me know in the comments. And like always, guys, if you like this video, please drop me a like, give me a thumbs up. It literally makes my day if somebody likes a video, and I think that there's one other person on this planet who is listening to me rabbit on about all sorts of things, which, yeah, are just trivial, really. But yeah, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you really liked it. Yeah, happy day, happy colouring. See you in the next one. Bye.